Hello, and welcome to Nevada State High School's Self-Reliance Building Independence tutorial for all students. Use the guide bar at the bottom of the presentation to navigate through the presentation. Go ahead, click the forward button now to begin the presentation. During this tutorial, we will discuss the meaning of self-reliance and how you can build self-reliance in yourself to help achieve success in not only college, a career, but all aspects of your life. At the end of the presentation, you will take a 5-question quiz. Follow along closely and let's get started. Click to the next slide when you are ready. The Webster Dictionary defines self-reliance as relying on one's own ability and power, and, of course, being independent. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Did you ever have dreams of becoming a superhero and saving the world from all the villains? That's self-reliance. Click to the next slide when you are ready. According to the book, What I Wish I Knew at 18, young adults are less than successful at college and in the workplace, not due to a lack of academic knowledge, but for lack of soft skills, like endurance, self-reliance, communication, resourcefulness, and problem solving. Self-reliance means becoming more responsible and independent. These are character traits that will successfully lead you towards your goals for college and the career of your dreams. Employers want to know that they have hired someone who is able to get the job done without having to help them every step of the way. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Part of being a grown adult is taking care of yourself and making your own decisions. It isn't until you are on your own that you realize how much you've relied on adults to help make your life run smoothly. From doing your laundry to calling the doctor when you're sick, your parents likely did a lot of things for you. While you might not be completely self-sufficient right when you move out, you can certainly be self-reliant in a number of areas in your life. For example, you should not need your mom to remind you about important appointments or your dad to bug you about taking your car in to get its routine maintenance. You should be able to remember to do those things on your own. An adult with a self-reliant mentality does not wait around for someone else to take care of things that need to be taken care of. If an adult encounters a problem, they take the initiative and try to figure out how to resolve it by themselves. Click to the next slide when you are ready. One of the first steps towards building self-reliance is figuring out where you are going in life. To start finding the answer to that question, you may find self-reflection, journaling, creating a roadmap, creating a bucket list, or asking a mentor for guidance as useful. Click to the next slide when you are ready. The steps towards self-reliance include assuming responsibility, being informed, knowing where you are going, and making your own decisions. Let us take a closer look at each of these steps to fully understand. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Start taking responsibility for your life and the things in it. If you rely on your mom to wake you up every morning so you're not late to school, it's time to buy your own alarm clock or use the alarm clock app on your smartphone. Start using a calendar to keep track of your appointments and important due dates. When you notice your room is looking messy, clean it up. Do not blame your teacher or your boss if you are not doing well in a class or at work. If you make a mistake, own up to it and try to make it right on your own instead of running immediately back to your mom and dad so that they can fix it for you. Once you start college and you come home to visit your parents, do not fall back into old routines and let your mom do your laundry for you. Let's be honest, taking responsibility for your life isn't all that fun. It requires doing things that are often boring, tedious, frustrating, and time-consuming. You will feel the burden of weighing a hard decision and accepting the consequences, even if they are not in your favor. You'll often go unpraised, unrewarded for being responsible. But taking responsibility for your life is satisfying. You'll gain a quiet confidence in yourself as you take control of your own life. You will feel empowered. As you assume responsibility for your life, you'll notice doors opening up to new and better opportunities. It's important that you do not look at your life as being a victim of your circumstances, but finding solutions and rising above them. This will build true self-reliance and self-confidence. Remember, you control your life. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Of course, in order to take on more responsibilities, you have to know how to carry out those responsibilities. Some young adults continue letting mom and dad do things for them with the excuse that they do not know how to do those things for themselves. They often turn to their parents to make decisions for them for the same reason. But the truth is, that they have never actually tried to figure things out on their own. This excuse is especially weak with a smartphone in your pocket, with answers to many of life's questions just a Google search away. Need to figure out how to apply for financial aid? Don't pawn the job off on mom. Get on the computer and start researching it yourself. Or review the tutorial from NSHS on Moodle. This is not just to say that you should completely avoid mom and dad or other adults for advice. There are some problems or decisions Google just cannot help you with. You should definitely take advantage of the practical wisdom older people have acquired by asking for their input when making an important decision or trying to resolve a problem. However, I would encourage you to not always make your parents a resource of first resort. We frequently turn to our parents when we do not really want input. We want to be told what to do. And when parents hear about your problems, they often want to take care of it for you, even when you protest. So investigate yourself first. Try figuring things out on your own. Experience can be the best teacher. Once you have reached a wall, then go talk to your parents. In situations where the stakes are high, turn to others sooner than later. Sometimes it is better to learn from the mistakes of others rather than making them yourself. But by always taking at least the first steps yourself whenever you can, you will grow and make discoveries you would not otherwise. A self-reliant adult is always looking for a chance to learn and expand all knowledge and skills. Try reading a book for fun, not just for school, or talking to someone you do not know and hear what they have to say. Try listening to other people's life story and gaining their insight. Try taking a step out of your own mind, because in the adult world, it's not all about you. Click to the next slide when you are ready. A self-reliant adult has goals that he or she has set for themselves. Adults' aims are not merely those things that other people think that they should do. This person has created a blueprint for their future. This person knows what goals that they have set for themselves for college, a career, and beyond. A self-reliant adult knows why these things and these goals are important and why they pick them. These goals have a personal meaning and are not simply goals someone else has set for them. A self-reliant adult has a life plan. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Life is actually much easier and a lot less stressful when you proactively make your own decisions. It's tempting when you're younger to simply let life happen to you and hope that the decisions and problems will magically resolve themselves. They won't. In fact, problems and decisions often get bigger and hairier the longer you wait to take action on them. Make proactive decision making a habit. With any choice or problem you may face, decide on an action plan quickly and execute it immediately. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Creating a life map includes figuring out who you are, who you want to be, where you want to go, and determining what action steps will successfully get you there. Think of it like a vision board. How do you see your future? Click to the next slide when you are ready. Action steps should be created to keep you on track towards your goals. Think back to the tutorial on creating SMART goals from NSHS. Action steps for high school may include handing in all assignments on time. This same action step can be translated into a career as well. Meeting all deadlines provided by your boss. Being punctual is a great action step if you know you are habitually late. Being professional in all situations is a powerful action step that can help you on your way towards your dream career. It is important to understand that action steps are actions required by you to stay on the path towards achieving your goals. Click to the next slide when you are ready. You are now ready to begin the activity, Self-reliance, Building Independence. Click to the next slide when you are ready. In life, we all play many different roles every day. For example, currently you are a student. Some of you may be an employee, a friend, a brother or sister, son or daughter, captain of a team, and many more. Your first step is to list all the roles you play every day. Once you have listed all of these roles, prioritize them. Start with the number 1 for the role you see as the most important to you, and so on. There is no right or wrong answer for this activity, so take some time to reflect on your life and where you currently are. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Step 3 is where you get to create your own future. Take your top 2 roles and reflect on the person you are within those roles. What kind of person do you want to be within each of those roles? If you were to create a tombstone today for each role, what would it say? This is a good time to reflect on who you are inside, not necessarily the person portrayed to the world. Click to the next slide when you are ready. For step 4, create a bucket list for 3 different times in your life: high school, college, and the start of a career. What are the main things you want to accomplish during each of these times? Click to the next slide when you are ready. For the last step, create 3 action steps that will help you achieve your goals. For example, if your goal is to graduate from college, an action step may be to find a tutor for a class you are struggling in. Click to the next slide when you are ready. The Webster Dictionary defines self-reliance as relying on one's own ability and power, and being independent. Your life map is up to you, assuming you are willing to put in the work to achieve your goals. No one can create your future for you, so decide now to grab a hold of your future and start molding it into the life you've always dreamed of. All it takes is self-reliance. Click to the next slide when you are ready. It's a done deal. We've completed the presentation for self-reliance. You now have valuable information regarding how to build self-reliance into your life through self-reflection and life goals with action steps to lead you. Now, let's take a short 5-question quiz on your understanding of the tutorial. Click to the next slide when you are ready. Let's go through a couple of things before you begin your 5-question quiz, including: number 1, after answering each question, click Next. Number 2, after answering all the questions from the quiz, click Submit All. Number 3, you will have only 2 opportunities to take the quiz and earn as many points as possible. Number 4, the quiz is worth a total of 50 points. Take your time and read each question carefully. Click to the next slide when you are ready to begin.